Hi, I'm here with Reid Enrique from Conscious Energy Solutions, who've been working with us for a little bit. How you guys doing today?
Excellent, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys jumping on. And basically, I just kind of wanted to talk through a little bit of your experience with us and really like how did you guys hear about us?
I think we found you guys online, probably on a Google search, just our marketing research, but it's been a while now. That was how long ago? Maybe a year plus
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I think maybe probably like January 2021. I know that you guys kind of came back through and have been running on our TikTok program for most of this year. Is that the case?
Yeah, we started off, I think it was a Facebook campaign, and then we came back to you guys, and we've been on TikTok now for a few months.
And running up in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin market. And everything you guys are doing up there is remote, correct?
Well, yeah, everything is in house, but we run the operation remotely. Yeah. So, but we have sales reps on the ground. They're running in-home appointments.
Um, how did you kind of find that initial kind of onboarding onto TikTok? How did you find that as like a platform and compared to like running on YouTube or Facebook?
Well, so far, I would say the cost that we've seen, and it may be specific to the market we're in, but we're running a Facebook campaign, and I think our TikTok costs are lower. The production, number of leads and leads converted to sales, I think is better than our Facebook campaign at this point. So we've been incredibly happy about the progress we've seen. Started really strong. It went into a bit of kind of a research development phase of trying out some campaigns and ads. And then I would say within 3 to 4 weeks of the beginning of that campaign, it really clicked. And since then, we've just been bumping the budget regularly because the cost per acquisition has been fantastic.
And how do you kind of obviously have some experience running on different platforms, whether with us or other marketers. How do you feel like that uptick in budget really helps your campaign? I know that we're kind of scheduled to spend 600 per day. How do you feel when you up budget? How do you feel like that allows your campaign to really succeed?
Well, for us, it's all money in, money out. So once we reach a point where we're seeing that our cost of acquisition is where we want it to be, that's pretty much the automatic decision made for us to bump the budget. So I don't know, it takes some time to see the correlation between budget and inbound leads. But generally within a week or two of bumping budget, we get reports from our phone guys who manage these campaigns, that they've gotten busier and busier. So if that weren't the case, we wouldn't keep doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You were kind of TikTok is a newer campaign that we've launched kind of in probably November, December, so only about 6 months old. There's always some clients who come through and think, oh, this is like a kid's app or a teenager's app. Can you speak at all to like the lead quality that you found on the platform?
It was a concern of mine. I'm not on TikTok. I've never messed around with it too much. That was my perception of it. Frankly, I guess I'm getting old, but yeah, I mean, the lead quality has been really solid. I mean, nothing to indicate that this is coming from anywhere but a good source. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it.
That's all we want to hear. Last question for you. How have you like where have your deal numbers been at when you've been running on TikTok with us? How many deals do you think you've closed in these 90 days?
Boy, I know that last week we closed two, and that was on, 250 a day. I think in the past month, we've probably closed 10. I think we're at probably a 2 to 3 per week. And that was on our previous budget. As you know, we just had a conversation about doubling our budget. So the expectation is always on social media. It's going to take about a month for the significant change, a doubling of budget, for example, to really kick into gear. That's something that we kind of learned doing these campaigns for the past several years. So little patience is required, but the results speak for themselves. I mean, it's pretty simple, hands off. We just need the pieces in place to manage the leads when they come in.
Yeah, awesome. I know you definitely have the team built out who's calling on top of them. And that's obviously the crucial step, right? You can have great lead source, you can have a great in-home closer, but if you're not
Mm-hmm.
exhausting them, you're not going to get everything out of them that you can. Um,
Absolutely. Yep.
last question for you, Rita. If you were maybe at some point on the fence about joining us before or recently with TikTok, what would you say to someone who's maybe on the fence about joining and running TikTok leads with us?
Yeah, I mean, we were with you guys for a campaign. We left for a while. You popped back up in our minds. We reached out, and lo and behold, it's still you. Or we sort of started right back off where we left it. And I think that first run, the results there, it was largely a function of our inexperience and not understanding what it requires to make this effective. And that's really just patience on our part. So I mean, for anybody who's not marketed in this way before, it's an extremely effective way to do it. It doesn't have it's not the same thing as a telemarketer who can call that day and you'll have people picking up the phone. So my suggestion to anybody thinking about expanding their marketing, trying new platforms, you got to try. I mean, there's only so many sources out there. And you got to have some patience. You got to let it work, and you've got to listen to the guys who know how to do this. That would be Noah and his team. So, surrender to the process, because it works really well. I mean, it took us a while to figure that out, but now that we have, it's been a very lucrative endeavor.
We really appreciate that, Reid. Yeah, looking forward to kind of launching you guys in a new state in the next couple days, and looking forward to keeping this rolling, guys. Thank you so much.
You got it, Noah.